The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Opening quarter, his opening carry of the game, and I think they'll give it to him a few more times, as they should.
You're exactly right about that. With that type of a run, you want to repeat it many times until they show signs of stopping it. I think he did his visualization exercises before this one, and they're paying off.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Back to throw here. Drops it underneath to Spiller. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. Well, these two teams met in Cleveland earlier in the year with the Browns coming out on top. So if they can win here in Pittsburgh, they'd be able to claim the season sweep. This is 2nd and 8. Now a handoff up the middle. Chamberlain. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Last week, of course, the great performance, over 200 yards. He still wants to be fed.
And they should. That's exactly what you should do. I have not yet met a running back that's run for over 200 yards that says the very next week, hey, let's back things up.
I don't need it as much.
No, they want it more and more. They're going to be ready to go because they think that's going to happen naturally now.
That may be a sneak peek on this opening drive of what this young rookie can showcase, his legs.
And normally, as you start a game, you're just thinking, can he get the snap? Can he hand off? Can he just execute? Instead, he doesn't waste any time on wrapping another dimension to his game, showing off those wheels, and picking up some nice yardage.
Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and it's picked up by the Steelers. A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it, and not realizing that danger lurks while you're doing so. And there's your end result right there.
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Well, this defense for the Browns, they were very good in the win last week against Jacksonville.
And the way they did it was by getting after the quarterback. Sacked him 7 times in that game. Came from all angles, created a lot of illusions, and especially just beat them man for man. That's the kind of defense that really frustrates an opponent.
2nd and 7. Throwing is Lewis. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Now Lewis. And that nearly an opening drive INT, but it does fall incomplete. Not the way he wanted to start this ball game as it brings up 4th down. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Returnable here from the 38. Following the punt return here, there's someone shaken up. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. That one good for 37 yards. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. Here we go now on 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. A great effort there. His 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Browns put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. Extra point by York is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. 4-4 their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or are they kind of right where you thought that they would be?
Do you mind if I say yes, yes, and yes? Because ultimately to me, 4-4 is about where they should be, because we've seen weeks where they've been really, really good. They've looked terrific. Other weeks where we've wondered just how good is this team. They want to be consistent in their play, not consistently inconsistent, which is what they've been thus far.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. You look at this Browns defense. They were very good in the win last week against Jacksonville.
I just consider myself fortunate that I'm not in charge of the offensive line. They gave up 7 sacks last week. And if things don't improve in this game, the head coach isn't going to be looking at the offensive line. He's going to be looking at the offensive line coach. And that's when things get dicey.
Finds his man. There's Jordan Addison. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. So on 4th down, on is the punter, Ryan Wright. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. This will be fielded at the 17. 6-yard return after a punt of 48. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. Just the one misstep for them in the first half of the season. 7-1 is the record at the midway point. And in terms of whatever power rankings you want to go by, they're at or near the top of the list in terms of best teams in the National Football League.
And for me, in my little bit of rankings here, I've got them at the top. I know there's still 2 months to go, and we've seen teams get off to hot starts and then fade away due to injuries or the schedule or whatever. But unless there are a rash of injuries on this team, I'd be surprised if they aren't a 1st or a 2nd seed come playoff time.
A nice burst there as he'll get about 7 that time on the 1st down run. But you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Right back to Spiller on 2nd down. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Now back to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Gonzalez. And they move this all the way down to the 9. 23 yards on the play. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Gonzalez. That's good for a gain of 6, second and goal. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you look?
And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. A great play there with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Browns lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. So 2 drives, 2 touchdowns here in this first quarter, and he's got both of them.
But he's certainly setting himself up for a big game here, and I think if the play caller doesn't get in his own way, they should keep riding him the entire way of this game. Until the defense proves they can stop it, that's what I would call.
Extra point by York is up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into how you're getting ready for the next game. But equally as important when you have the short turnaround, what is your injury situation? Are you losing key guys? And if so, how well have the backups prepared for this? Because you don't have much time to get them ready. They have to be ready before this week in order to play well in this game.
Back to the ground on first. It's McCaffrey. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. We look at this Browns defense. They were very good in the win last week against Jacksonville.
And the big difference in the game, their ability to force turnovers. Multiple, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, the big difference in the game.
It was impressive. Now the question, can they duplicate it? Second down and 6 now from the 42. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Looking to throw. Lewis. Hard throw. Incomplete.
And what did we talk with them about prior to the game? Their ability to move the chains, pick up first downs. So far, 0 for 3 on third down. If that continues, they'll have little chance of winning this one.
And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. That kick by the Red Chargers, a career long.
Well, we did watch him in pregame, and he hit from this distance, so not a surprise. But there still is something exciting about it, carrying it over from practice and pregame to actually doing it in live action.
And it'll be a touchback as Tyler Lockett says, I'm not going to return this one. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They're riding a 2-game winning streak into this Thursday nighter. How easy is it when you're on a roll to stay on a roll given the quick turnaround?
Well, you would think it'd be pretty easy because everyone's locked in practice and meetings because everyone feels good about themselves. And for coaches, this is where they have to tell themselves, don't add too much. Don't worry about game plans as much as players. So look at your play sheet and think, give it to the guys who play best, and don't worry about the rest of it.
Now here's a throw that's complete. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down.
A gain of 9 yards. First down, Cleveland.
They'll let the QB keep it here off the option. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. After one, a 14-3 ball game. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. They'll look to throw here. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him.
The second down pass. Complete to number 17, Terry McLaurin. A gain of 6 yards. And
The Steelers now in the nickel here on third down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain. The Browns send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. On the return is Peterson. Following the punt return here, there is someone shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
From the 21, here's the second down and 6. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he'll take this to about the 24, a gain of 3.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
The offense on third down tonight, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Operating from the gun, Lewis. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try and figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
That'll be a 50-yard punt with 8 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Browns drive about to get started. And they are trying to create some separation within the division. And look, CD, I know that this is still the first half of the season, but this is a big matchup no matter where it falls because these are the top 2 teams right now in that division.
And if you can build a bit of a cushion as you head towards the second part of the season, that allows you to survive the expected injuries, potential upset losses, all of those things, and still be in good shape.
Here's 2nd and 8. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And now it's 3rd and 3.
And Brandon, as you know, sometimes it's a lot tougher to run with these tight ends nowadays in the NFL. They're just bigger wide receivers. He lined up on the left side of formation, ran a drag route across the field, and tried to work his way open. He was able to make the catch, but the defenders were there and couldn't do a whole lot with it afterwards.
On third down, Chamberlain. And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. 60 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Now a 2nd and 10. On play action, they'll throw. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
They kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. He'll drop to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. They'll get 34 yards there.
Let's just call it as we just saw it right there, a breakdown defensively. Seems like no one went with the tight end, and no one really did. Had all sorts of space in the middle of the field. Yeah, everyone else was covered, but he was not. Big play results.
They'll look to throw again. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Steelers are going to get the football back at their own 17.
Absolutely a golden opportunity missed there to add to their lead and really cap off an impressive drive because they've got the advantage and plenty of time to add to it. But on the flip side, plenty of time for an opposing comeback as well. So when you have the chance to distance yourself from opposition so early, partner, you know you don't want to let it slip away.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey, and he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Milton Williams there on the tackle. Keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
Here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Lewis. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Now Charles dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again, and this time avoid the sack.
Certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
He'll get this underneath to McCaffrey and able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down.
I think that call was made not so much to try and get the first down, although they would have taken it if they could have gotten it, but to give their punter a little bit of space and try and help out their defense.
Yeah, they got the safe completion on 3rd. Fielded at the 33. A pretty good punt, but a nice 13-yard return. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Cleveland offense ready to go. A big mistake last time they were on the field, tossing that interception inside the red zone and really taking away what had been a pretty successful drive up to that point.
Yeah, and I don't think there's any question about it. As they head out on the field for this drive, that whole offensive unit is just thinking redemption. You know, they moved it really well, didn't pay it off. This time, they want to make sure that ball ends up in the end zone, and they're the ones possessing it.
From just shy of midfield, here's 2nd down and 7. They'll keep it on the ground. Chamberlain. And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. 80 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
At the 34-yard line.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He gets this out to Spiller. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay game.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play. Acrisure Stadium opened back in 2001 and has tormented kickers ever since because it's one of the toughest venues in the league to connect from deep, especially when you're driving towards the open end of the stadium. He had the leg for it, just couldn't get it lined up properly.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
Now Lewis to throw on 2nd down. Complete to Addison on the out route.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Lewis. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Ready.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Here we go.
2nd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. Here's one deep for Pickens. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
Ready.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Back to throw again. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far offensively or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. And this one hits at the one, continues on into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock. And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Ready for the second half. 14-3 our score as we are back underway on EA Sports. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
19-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Here we go.
Second down and 8. Back to throw. Lewis. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Drake Jackson, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
I'd say it's not panic time yet, but let's be honest about it. Empty possession here, not what you're looking for when you're down a couple of scores.
Absolutely not. Trying to start the second half off on the right foot. Unfortunately, going to give the ball up. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, they got him again. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack. And it's going to lead him to 4th down. And here's Ryan Wright now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Taken right around the 44. And now it looks like he's in some discomfort after being tackled at the end of that return. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He finds his man, complete. It's Garrett. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 23 yards, the final tally.
First down, Browns.
Here's a quick throw out wide. It's McLaurin. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it'll be second down.
On the pickup. Second and 6 at the 16-yard line.
No, bottled up, fumble. It's out, it's loose, and it's picked up by the Steelers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He let one slip away last week as well, so now 2 fumbles lost in as many weeks.
Well, we were out at practice, and we watched him work. And what did his quarterback coach talk about all week?
Being a two-hand monster.
And we looked at each other. Two-hand. Oh, I get it. Two-hand monster. Both hands on the football, taking care of it, putting it away so the ball doesn't get dropped.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down. And you know what offenses want? win first down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on first down. Here's Lewis. Off play action. Here's one deep for Pickens. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Well, when the running game's not working, sometimes you just got to take a few more chances down the field. That's a good effort, but it winds up incomplete.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Looking to throw. Lewis. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. The York on now for the extra point. And it's 21-3.
Makes the score Browns 21, Steelers 3. King York to kick off for the Browns.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions. Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the Browns will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. So still no touchdowns allowed by this defense. They get the interception there. CD, they have been rock solid.
And at this point, I think they have to expect that they're going to see some shots taken down the field. And that was almost a desperation throw right there, just kind of hoping something good can happen, a completion, a pass interference. But this was anticipated well, and they came up with the INT.
And he's got room. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 111 yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign. Well, it's kind of fitting. A couple days ago when we met with him, I said, what is it about your running game that's so effective? He said, I like to tag myself as elusive. He was pretty elusive right there.
And his teammates appreciate that because they know they don't have to hold their blocks for very long, as one of them told us. If I just breathe some bad breath on the guy in front of me, that's all I need to do, and he's gone. That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
38-yard line, 2nd and 9. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Well, touch and time are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. He'll look to throw. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. And the Steelers are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They'll start at the 40, so great starting field position following the interception. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. But the passing game right now for them, not overly impressive. Last week he hit on right at 50%. This week he's under 50%.
And it's not just on him. Protection, a few breakdowns along the way. That's made him get off the spot. Receivers not getting their way open downfield. The coverage has been awfully tight. They've got to all get together and find ways to make this passing game get in gear.
Throwing is Lewis. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13.
And you start to think if it's going to happen for these guys, it's got to start with this drive. Down 3 scores, they need to start making some inroads. And that'll help the cause there as they pick up good yardage and a first down.
Now Lewis. That's going to be caught by Pickens. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2. At the 39.
Second and a couple. Back to throw. Lewis. And that's to the left sideline and incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Lewis. And that is incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. Back to throw. Lewis. That is caught. And he is going to have the Steelers first down. They go for it on 4th and 2, and it's a gain of 6. Oh, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. So now following the roll of the dice, they've got a 1st and 10 inside the 35. McCaffrey running up the middle. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
We know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line.
Oh, you can just see it in their body language. They're starting to see victory on the horizon now, and if it comes to fruition, they got to give a game ball to the front 7. Defensive line has taken charge and controlled this game. Face a challenge of stopping this opposing offense, and they've done so with ease.
Lewis now looking to throw on 2nd down. Open man downfield is Johnson. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
And I'll tell you what, this offense is playing a little bit of keep away right now. They've come out here in the 3rd quarter, possessed the ball for quite a while, and they keep on converting. Nice pitch and catch there to set up the 1st and goal.
McCaffrey. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
And you can sense a little bit of optimism here. Things have not been going their way. But they get the turnover on the other end, and they turn right around and put a nice drive together. Then they finish it off with a strong run for their first touchdown of the game.
Point after, right down the middle. And it makes the score 21-10. Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard. They'll keep it on the ground. Chamberlain, and he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 126 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because, to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. They bring the safety on the blitz, and he busts through to drop him for an 8-yard loss.
Well, remember, they had the nice gain on the previous play, but they just gave a lot of it back right there on that sack.
Yeah, they get the sack, get back some real estate. Felt like the type of play that can spark a defense and swing some momentum. Almost felt like a take that type of a play, didn't it, partner?
Now here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 27 yards there, a 1st down.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Now a throw here, and I think the ball's out, and it's picked up by the Steelers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the 4th. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They trail by 2 scores in the 4th, and their defense did its job getting the fumble recovery.
Time to see what this offense has left in the tank.
Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. This run defense has been pretty stout all game long. Now you're here in the fourth quarter. Let's rely more on the passing attack.
I don't think you have any choice, and I don't think you have to dress it up at all either. Throughout the first 3 quarters, you're still trying to convince the defense that you may run the football. That's out the window right now. Protect.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
So they take over not only in enemy territory, but in the red zone at the 16-yard line.
And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even?
And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year.
And the Browns are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. Extra point by York is up and good.
And the lead is up to 18 now.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. Just too much to handle on the other.
And that's caught inside the 30. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 54 yards.
To get back in this ball game, big plays are going to be necessary. And here's one right on cue. Coming up with 3 scores here in the 4th is not going to be an easy task, but that's good work there to bite off a chunk of yards.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
To throw is Lewis. Off the play fake. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on 4th down. And this Browns defense stands tall. The Browns drive about to get started. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out. Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, 4th quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative.
He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. They'll keep it on the ground. Chamberlain. And only a couple for him there as the tackle is made at the 42.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
On 3rd down, Chamberlain. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. A couple of first downs on the drive already as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. Not liking the look. They'll change the play. On first down, Chamberlain. That's some good hard running there as he'll push his way forward for about 5. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys, they're just saying, let's just keep running it at them. We've got them now.
5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And the Browns are going to take over here up near the 40. Maybe a critical mistake at this juncture is now they've got a 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. Chamberlain. And some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
And they'll indeed take a knee. And they will take a knee here. And they take a knee. So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And it's going to be their defense that gets the ink in the headlines tomorrow. And for good reason. They forced 5 turnovers in this game.
And while we were watching this game unfold, I kept thinking about when we did our training camp tour. And something that you noticed along the way. Just about every camp we visited, when the defense got together, everyone was doing ball drills. Defensive linemen, linebackers, secondary. because they understood how vital it was to take the football away. And they wanted every opportunity. When the ball was knocked free, they want all those guys to be familiar with touching the ball so they can pick